Welcome back, technical traders. This is Humble Charties, and today we'll be doing a technical breakdown on C Limited, ticker symbol SE. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more charting and price manipulations. I deeply appreciate those who have liked and subscribed to my videos and channel. I'll first start off by analyzing the daily charts, followed by the weekly charts and monthly if necessary. So if we can see that C Limited has been on a downtrend for a while, and in fact, we did not really have any strong rebounds. So when the stock is on a downtrend and there's no rebound, there's only a small rebound here, that's where it's pretty dangerous. So let's take an example. It's just like a bouncing ball, you see. In the event that you throw the ball hard on the ground, it tends to rebound harder. But if you throw the ball lightly on the ground, and then the rebound will be not as hard. So you can see that C Limited has really went down a lot. In fact, it was reached to oversold territories from 317 or 370 something. It went all the way down to 119. So that's where we saw a huge rebound from 119 to about 160. And the thing here now is that, is it a good time to come in? I think tonight it is a very crucial day. It leads whether or not we break out or we continue to drift down further. But nevertheless, because this is a downtrending stock, and I will usually avoid downtrending stocks unless I really see a big accumulation or if there are real buyers coming back. So as of now, what do I see is that there may be a chance that buyers are returning back. If you look at the volume, these are all red candles. Red candles are indication that sellers are around, and sellers are very big. So you can see that these green candles here, these green candles are not as big as the red candles. So we did see a rebound here, but it was not sustainable. Hence, we did crack, gap down. So likewise, now we are in fact seeing a bunch of green candles here, which is relatively big and it's also healthy. So if possible, we will want to see this. But you can see that this thing actually happened as well. In the event that there is no bad news, then it wouldn't gap down like this day. So if there's no bad news or if the earnings are not under expectations, I'm not exactly sure where the earnings are, but it looks like it's coming up soon, then we may potentially rise. If you just draw a downtrend line, you can see that we may be breaking out and draw a downtrend line all the way from the other resistance, from the high to the low. You can see that indeed we have broke out at the bottom here, but it needs to be sustainable with more high volume. So let's zoom in to get a better picture of what exactly is happening. We'll take a look at the 4-hour charts. So if we look at the 4-hour chart, right, you can see that on the first wave up, we managed to climb from 119 all the way to about 160, and then we feel the resistance at the downtrend line. So we put back down. But even when we put back down, you can see that this red candle, even with a strong red candle, the candle, even with a strong red sell down, the candlestick was not very red. It's not bearish engulfing. So it shows that buyers are actually coming and buyers are actually supporting the prices. So let's take a look at the 3-hour time frame. If we look at the 3-hour time frame, tonight is a very important day because it seems like we are breaking out. You can see that here, the recent high here at about 160, and then we pull back down, and now we are retesting the 160. In fact, we broke out last night. So if it's not a fake breakout, then we can continue up further. But in the event there is a fake breakout, then it tends to be a double top, and then we would come down to test this downtrend line at about 130-ish. And then hopefully we still can go up. But if we do not get supported by this line, then we will continue drifting down further, even creating new lower lows. So where exactly are my supports and where exactly are my resistance? If you were to ask me, I'll say that in the event that we manage to break out, my target would be about 185. 185 being the target. But that being said, there will also be resistance before that. So the resistance will be about 170 and also about 175. So 170 and 175 will act as a resistance, while 185 will be the target. However, we have to ensure that 128 to about 134, buyers must come back if you were to fall to those levels. So the worst case scenario I can do is about 128. 128 have to hold. If 128 do not hold, then high chance we'll be testing 119. If we do not hold it and we do not get a double bottom, we will definitely break it for sure. We'll form lower lows and the downtrend persists. So tonight is a very important day. We have to break up above this 160, like yes, last night, with a high volume on the daily candles. If it's a high volume with daily candles, it means that the buyers are back and buyers are intending to push the prices up higher. So let's take a look at why exactly it may be a potential reversal or at least a very strong bounce. If we were to look at the hourly charts, we can see that potentially we are going for an area where usually the territory is not being hit. And there is the cloud zone. You can see the cloud is in fact going above the clouds. So on the 3-hour chart, we never actually went above the cloud before. We tried going above the cloud, but we failed to come down. So now is the only time we are in fact trying to go above the cloud. So if we manage to go above the cloud on the 3-hour chart, that's where we clear a certain resistance. Then we may potentially break out further. If we were to look at the MACD, MACD is an indication of the momentum and also the trend. Let's take a look at the hourly MACD. So looking at the daily MACD, you see that the daily MACD looks relatively healthy. You see that after we failed to hold, we went all the way down. And then we tried to accumulate here. It was a fake come down, but now we are going up again. And then these green candles are appearing. So in the event that we break out and continue up further, we may potentially see a reversal. Let's take a look at the weekly charts on the MACD. The weekly charts on the MACD is also telling us a good sign. The weekly charts, you can see that the MACD, the histogram is changing from red to white. So it's an indication that it may be reversing soon. However, I want to see more volume here. Okay, so that's about it. Let me give a recap. So city limiter has been downtrending for a while, but it feels like buyers are returning back. In the event that tonight we manage to break out convincingly, then we may be heading to about 170 to about 185, those levels. I wouldn't say it's a very strong reversal, but I would say it's a very strong bounce. We're on a downtrend, nevertheless, so we need to be mindful. Rebounds and strong bounces are usually opportunity to get out, to cut losses, or to take profit for those traders who manage to catch a bottom. That being said, 128 to about 134, these levels must hold. If we do not hold, we'll form lower lows and then we'll create new lower lows and then the downtrend will persist. And if there's anything else, I'll give you guys an update. Thank you for stopping by and do check out the rest of the channel. Leave in the comment section below what's your thoughts on this particular stock, or if you have any other stock TA requests. Do also share this with your friends who are interested in market manipulation. Lastly, I do appreciate any feedback to improve my video content for you guys. Till we meet again, appreciate the manipulation.